Hey guys, Brian here with you. I'm going to do a product review today on a topwater bait. Everybody's been the big rave the last couple years. A lot of people have already starting to throw it. Maybe you haven't, but it is the River2Seas Whopper Plopper. They've got two sizes. This one here I believe is the 130. This is the bigger size, and then they've got a smaller, I believe a 90. And it's an awesome bait. It has been an awesome bait. It's really good for the people that can't get a walking bait to walk very well. Especially like my wife. You know, we go out and we're, you know, in the fall we're fishing a tournament or something, and the fish are on that topwater bite. It's real hard for her to make a spook or something like that walk. So what with this bait coming out, it's awesome because it floats. This part of it's basically the same style as what the cigar type baits are, but then this tail back here moves, and what happens here, it creates a bubbling action, almost like a buzz bait. So it's more or less really a floating buzz bait, but you can fish it so slow because it floats, and it's great. She can throw it out and reel it as slow or as fast as she wants and not have to worry about it sinking. Other than a buzzbait, you throw it out, you start reeling it too slow or don't get on it right away, it sinks down. This, you can throw it out, wait a couple seconds, and it's still going to sit up there and float. But really, really an awesome bait, really easy to use. Let me make a few casts for you, and I'll show you what this thing does. The cool thing about this bait is you see that tail back there, and you can reel it as fast as you want. Make it almost sound like a buzz bait. A lot of guys will throw it out there and they just barely turn that handle. They make it look like it's a buzz bait. You can kind of see that tail out there just barely going around. I mean, you can barely turn the reel handle if you want, and that tail's still going to move. And it's actually not making a whole lot of sound at all here. It looks like a wounded bait fish just trying to get across the water. Just an awesome, easy bait to use for anybody. It floats. I mean, and the cool thing is, like out there, you can run that thing. Look at it throwing water up in the air. Little gar just bit at it. But look at that thing. I mean, that's the plopping sound that it's known for the Whopper Plopper. And again, you can throw it out there and barely turn it. Let it sit. It'll float for you. Turn it, burn it a little bit. Slow it down and just barely turn that handle on your reel, and that tail's still going to go around and throw a little flash and out there and attract those fish to it. But that is your River2Seas Whopper Plopper. Again, they make it in two different sizes, bunch of different colors. This one here is kind of a bluegill-ish looking color. Got the bones black. I mean, almost any color you really want, they've got that, the good topwater colors. But give them a look-see. That's your Whopper Plopper. Like I said, there's two sizes. This is the 130. They've got a 90. It's got a little bit smaller hooks on it. Obviously, a little smaller in size, but a great bait for beginners. I mean, they can throw it out, let it sit on the surface, and just crawl it without having to worry about having to work it a certain way or anything. Just throw it out and reel it back. So, something to check out, you guys. Get one in your tackle box. It's definitely been the rage. A lot of fish caught the last couple of years on these baits.